So this right here is a legacy.
Everybody wants a piece of him.
You're no longer watching Canelo. You're witnessing greatness.
We are live in Miami, Florida. It is a picture-perfect afternoon, and it will be tomorrow night as well at the Hard Rock Stadium when Canelo Álvarez and Avni Yildirim make the walk a little bit past 10 Eastern time. Welcome to the weigh-in show. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to, of course, the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora. We've been here all week in the bubble. We've seen Canelo. We've talked to Canelo. He's always serious, but this week especially so. What do you think we're going to see from him on the stage here today at the weigh-in?
I think he wants to stay active. That's the reason we're seeing this demeanor from Canelo. He's a man of short words. He does all his talking in the ring, but we know what we're going to see, and that's Canelo and it's showtime.
All right, well, let's look at the card, ladies and gentlemen. And there have been some pretty significant changes, especially in our co-main event. Julio Cesar Martinez has a broken hand. He suffered it the other day during training camp. He said he had to pull out. He has a cast on it now, and in steps, hopefully, Abraham Rodriguez against Williams McAroyo. This will be for the WBC Interim Flyweight Championship.
McWilliams Arroyo's a Puerto Rican Olympian, so he knows what it's like to fight other fighters from different styles all around. So the change of opponent's not going to be a big deal for him. He's been on the championship level.
And then in our opener tomorrow night, Mark Castro will now fight John Moraga. All right, Sergio, besides the main event, which fight are you most excited to see Saturday night?
I really like the development of Diego Pacheco. He just keeps getting better and better, going to the body, getting stronger, getting more confident. I think Gomez is a live dog, too.
All right, let's get this party started. The weigh-in show begins now, and we send it over to the master of ceremonies, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joe Martinez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon as we welcome you to beautiful Miami, Florida for the official weigh-in. The super-middleweight strap on the line tomorrow night, Canelo Yildirim. And it's all going down live from Hard Rock, ladies and gentlemen, in Miami, Florida. Action begins, and it's all brought to you on DAZN by the one and only Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing. Let's get this weigh-in started now. Fight fans, 4 rounds of super lightweight action. This bout features Harry Gigliotti and Aaron Aponte. And first up to the scale, from Haverhill, Mass., here is Harry the Hitman Gigliotti.
Pretty cool name. Gigliotti. Yeah, I got a pretty busy weekend.
6-1 with 3 knockouts.
A lot of post-fight videos. I'm covering UFC this weekend also. I'm kind of pissed I missed UFC last weekend.
139.2 for Gigliotti. His opponent, Aaron Aponte, next to the scale, please.
What the hell is Eddie wearing? Eddie getting
From
a little too hit.
Florida, 1-0 with a knockout in his pro debut. Aaron Aponte. Brought to you by Hennessy, never stop, never settle. Air Force Reserve. Bet Online. All of the fight action can be wagered by Bet Online. Check it out online, betonline.com.
Eddie got that Dolce on.
Better prices every day. And, of course, Tecate, the official beer of boxing, with Bruxelles and Value. Here is Aaron Aponte on the scale. 139.8, Aponte, 139.8.
What? That sweatsuit probably like fucking $3,000, bro. Maybe more. By the way, did y'all hear about the scumbag shit Top Rank tried to do to Teofimo? Man, I'm still researching, but we're going to do that stream later on.
Once again, fight fans, you can catch this action live on DAZN tomorrow night from Miami's Hard Rock Stadium. All brought to you on DAZN live worldwide. Aaron Aponte taking on Gigliotti.
Hey, help a brother out. Like the video. Come on now. I'm not doing this for my health.
And we await Aaron to come over here for an interview. And you saw how excited Aaron was by the fact that he was shadow boxing on the stage. Quick hands, by the way. I know Ryan Garcia's staying in this hotel. Not sure how impressed he'd be. We'll have to ask him later. So, Aaron, what was your reaction when you first heard you were going to be fighting in Miami at Miami Dolphin Stadium on Canelo Alvarez's card?
Dream come true. I'm very excited for this opportunity. Thank you to Eddie and Matchroom Boxing for making this happen, and I hope to stay here, and I hope we have a lot more events here.
Yeah, for sure. Now, there's a pretty interesting story about the gym you train at getting the ring mat from Saturday night. What's that about?
Sir. I sold a lot of tickets, and I made Eddie happy, so he blessed me with the ring mat.
Whoa,
So
whoa,
gym,
whoa. Tio can't just leave.
We're going to replace the
It don't
old
work
one we
like
have
that.
and put this one.
All right, so you got a lot of family and friends that are going to be there on Saturday night.
Yes,
they
sir.
know what to expect from you, but the rest of the people right now have probably never seen you fight. What kind of fighter are you, and what will they see Saturday night?
Exciting fighter. Saturday night, they're going to see a knockout first round.
There you have it. I like your brazenness. First round knockout. Anybody you'd like to say hello to? I know you got a lot of family and friends in the Miami area.
Shout out to Melissa Aponte, the best realtor in Miami, Florida. She's also my mother.
Oh, there you have it. Hey, a mama's boy. I love it. Congratulations making the card. Can't wait to
you.
see what you do on Saturday night. Back to the main stage and Joe Martinez.
All right, fight fans, our next bout, 6-round super middleweight action. This one features Maryland and Nevada, Ashton Sykes and Alexis Espino. First up to the stage, Ashton Sykes from Columbia, Maryland. Sykes is 5-3 with 1 knockout. And his opponent out of Las Vegas, Nevada, undefeated at 6-0 with 4 knockouts. Here is Alexis Espino.
There's some people out there that think
Sykes,
that
you are first on the scale.
Yildirim got a chance. Not me, but I'm just saying, some people like, yo, Canelo gonna get his ass beat tomorrow night, man. People talking crazy shit.
164.2, Ashton Sykes.
But I don't know. What if Yildirim come out there, man? I don't know. In
And
this
his
COVID
undefeated
era, you never
super-middleweight
know.
foe up on the scale now, Alexis Espino. 167.8 for Espino.
So I go to the doctor's today for a follow-up appointment, and my doctor was like, I might have arthritis. T Street is arthritic. Ain't that crazy? So I gotta go get some X-rays. I might have to arthritis. Wow, I'm getting old, man. The big 3-7. I tell you, 1 foot in the grave. My bones have been aching. I shoveled all this snow, and you know I got fat.
Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing bringing you all the action tomorrow night live on DAZN as we are now looking at our 6-round super middleweight attraction with Ashton Sykes of Columbia, Maryland, and his opponent, undefeated Alexis Espino of Las Vegas, Nevada.
And being fat isn't easy, man.
Both fighters on weight and are ready to go. Talk is on stage. It'll be handled in the ring tomorrow night with the leather. Thank you, gentlemen. Good job.
Any brave souls gambling away and sending their hard-earned money on
And I'll send
Yildirim?
Alexis Espino down to Todd Grisham.
Thank you, Joe. Mr. Sykes still jabberjawing Alexis Espino.
But my bones,
Say again?
OBX, my bones. I be
Says,
aching.
why'd you duck me? But there will be no ducking tomorrow night, I assume. Waiting for Alexis Espino to come down 6-0, undefeated with 4 knockouts. Obviously a big honor for him and his camp and his family.
And I got to
on
go
this
back to
card
physical
as
therapy.
Well, we're
Isn't that
downtown
crazy?
Miami getting set for the fights tomorrow night. Should start 7 p.m. local time. Canelo and Yildirim will walk sometime around 10:30.
shut up, y'all,
or so.
shut up.
Speaking of walking in, here he is, Alexis.
You're always
what was
running
he
your
saying to you
mouth.
up there?
Get back to the weigh-in.
Ducking him, and he was gonna take me
Shut
out
up, Peter.
5th round.
Shh.
And what was your response?
I told him that he's crazy, man.
Well, he looked crazy with that hood on. I assume he was trying to intimidate you. Did it get under your skin at all?
Nah, man, I find that kind of corny. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Well, so if he's predicting a knockout over you at 5th round, what's your prediction?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go in there and I'm ready to go in there and get a stoppage as well. But it'll come if it comes, and if not, then it doesn't. But I'm ready for whatever.
And what have you been doing since we saw your last fight? I know you're frustrated in the fact that you've been healthy the whole time. How have you been doing?
Yeah, man, I've been in camps. You know, just because I haven't been fighting doesn't mean that I haven't been in camps. I've been in camps back in RGBA, and the 2 fights that didn't happen.
I'm just joking,
so
Peter. You're good. You're good.
So I've been
You're my boy, man.
still on everything.
All right, well, congratulations on making it on the card. Can't wait to see what you do tomorrow night. And as you know, this is me doing a promo. Hang in here. As you know, DAZN is the king, the home of boxing, but also several other sports featured as well, including football or soccer. Check out this latest preview for Club Ibiza.
Oh, yeah, DAZN got some Fire Festival shit going on. Ooh, do y'all feel like, do this feel sexy to y'all? This feels kind of sexy. Do you want to get the zone now? Ooh, erotica.
Welcome back. Sergio was off camera talking to people. We're on worldwide television, Sergio, I must remind you. FC Ibiza available now on DAZN. Alexis Espino just spoke to me. You saw that his opponent was trying to get under his skin. What did you make of that scene?
Well, I've never seen anyone come in with a face mask, or what do you call it, a burglary mask? But Sykes trying to psych out Espino, I think. I mean, those mind games won't work with Alexis. I don't think so.
All right, well, it makes it must-see TV on Saturday night. And now we go back to the stage and Joe Martinez.
All right, fight fans, moving on in our action tonight. 4 rounds, this in the lightweight division with Lester Brown and Keyshawn Davis. Lester Brown first up onto the stage, please. Brown out of Nassau, Bahamas. This is his 10th professional fight, 4-2-3 with 1 knockout to his credit.
I don't know. That ad was pretty hot to me.
And his opponent will make his professional
Maybe want to get the zone
tomorrow night. He is from Norfolk, Virginia, Keyshawn Davis.
But I already have the zone. You know, all day yesterday I was calling Anthony Dirrell, Anthony Davis.
Scale,
you know how embarrassing that is? I even put a video up.
134.6 for Lester Brown.
Oh, they coming out with the whole straight face mask.
134.5 Lester Brown. Here is his opponent, Keyshawn Davis.
I'm afraid
in his pro debut.
I'm afraid to wear face masks, like the whole actual mask.
136.6.
You know, being a black guy and all.
Norfolk, Virginian.
So I just wear the regular face mask. I don't wear the whole head covering. People will already be scared to death.
To Orange Crush, proudly sponsoring tomorrow night's worldwide boxing event live on DAZN.
I can't believe it. I'm arthritic. T Street got the arthritis.
Lester Brown of Nassau, Bahamas, taking on the rookie from Norfolk, Virginia, Keyshawn Davis, tomorrow night.
What up, John? Anyway, so tomorrow I'm going to be covering this card. Basically, the Canelo Yildirim fight. I may cover the McWilliams Arroyo because he's fighting. I forgot the guy he's fighting. They're going to be weighing in very soon. The Zhili Zhang fight.
Keyshawn
Basically,
is coming down. I know a lot of you
Hold
have
on.
questions
Let me
about
shut
Eddie
up.
Hearn's outfit. We'll get to that later. Don't worry, we will get to that later. It will all be explained. Right now, we want to talk to Keyshawn Davis. It's your debut.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn has a Dolce Gabbana
When we were on the conference call
sweatsuit
with
on.
fighters yesterday, you had more confidence than anyone, including Canelo
Too much
Alvarez.
sauce.
Why are you so confident?
Honestly, I came up like that. I always believed in myself, whether I was playing football, basketball, ping pong, it don't matter. I'm just that type of person.
All right, so what type of fighter are you? What will we see Saturday?
On Saturday, you could just gonna see a boxing clinic. If I see the chance to get them up out of there, my aggression is going to show.
Nah, they
But I'm a
replaced
boxer
the opponent.
I'm
They
a very
replaced
smart,
Martinez.
calculated puncher. I feel like I have a great IQ, and I think it's all gonna show tomorrow.
All right, so what is your long-term goal? We're going to have this saved on tape forever. You're 0-0 right now. How good will you be when all is said and done?
Honestly, I want to, if I can do better than Floyd Mayweather inside the ring, I want to do that. Understand what I'm saying?
Whoa there, young fella.
Great, and I just want to carry the torch onto my.
I like the moxie, though.
My last fight.
It's a pretty humble goal. Just be better than Floyd Mayweather. Good luck to you, my man. We'll see what he can do Saturday night. Back to Joe Martinez.
All right, fight fans. 8 rounds
Gosh
of super
darn
middleweight
it,
action is headed
JC.
your way next. This features from Laredo, Texas.
They replaced the
Rodolfo
fighter. They
Gomez
replaced
Jr.
Martinez.
And from Los Angeles, undefeated, Diego Pacheco. First up, Rodolfo Gomez Jr. Laredo, Texas, 14-4-1 with 10 knockouts for Cobrita. And his opponent, as we mentioned, undefeated, 10-0 with 8 big wins by way of knockout, Diego Pacheco.
I only want to see the Chinese man. Okay, so let me tell you something. So is it bigotry to say Chinaman? You know how, like, it's socially unacceptable to call, like, a Japanese person a Jap, even though you're just taking away some letters? Or you can't say, like, to a black person like
Gomez,
myself,
you
oh,
are
there's the
first on
Negro.
scale, please.
You know, is Chinaman like that? Can you say like Chinaman?
Rodolfo
Or can you say Oriental?
Gomez Jr. Official weight 167.
Like, would I get in trouble? Would I get
167
canceled?
for the Texan.
If I say like, oh yeah, I was watching the Oriental
Next,
fight.
his opponent from Los
me
Angeles,
shut up.
Diego Pacheco, the undefeated super middleweight, 10-0 with 8 knockouts.
You can't say Chinaman? Which one can't you
And
say?
he's 168 even. 168
Oriental
even
or
for
Chinaman?
Diego Pacheco.
I mean, they both old-timey, but are they bigotry? My grandmother was an old Southern woman. She used to
All
send me
the
to the
action tomorrow night
store.
will take place at
She's
Miami's
like, head on
Hard
around to the
Rock
Oriental
Stadium.
store, boy.
All brought to you by Eddie
And go get me
Hearn's
some Epsom
Matchroom
salt.
Boxing live on DAZN with our sponsors Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, Air Force Reserve, Bet Online, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Tecate, Broxell, Value, and Orange Crush. All proud sponsors of Matchroom Boxing and tomorrow night's Canelo Yildirim.
Can I say Chinaman or not? I want to call him the Chinaman.
Diego Pacheco, super middleweights tomorrow night, live from Miami on DAZN.
It's too risky. But I like both of those terms, Chinaman and Oriental. But I don't want to be referred to as, oh, the Negroes here, you know, like or Negro reporter. Or Negro YouTuber.
DAZN.com and
I'll be like,
get your
damn, what the
subscription.
fuck?
Get yourself
You
lined
know?
up for all of the boxing coming your way on DAZN throughout the year of 2021 and beyond. DAZN.com for your subscription.
Come on in, Diego. Usually you tower over your opponents, but this guy's close to your height. How's that going to affect your style?
I feel like I perform way better with guys who are you know, close to my height. Sometimes it gets a little complicated finding these short guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been sparring tall guys.
I broke my
whole
back.
life, so I'm just, you know, ready.
What do you mean by that? You
My
broke
back is broken.
what? A vertebrae or
Well,
what portion?
Spinal.
Johnny Main has just donated $5. I'll never forget how he ate poor Evander's ear. Shame. Get some T Street sweatsuits merch like the one that Eddie got, dog.
Yeah.
The hell did you just say?
But you know, I'm not worried
Oh.
about that at all. I'm just
Eddie
you know, tomorrow
Hearn
night, you know,
has a
working
little
on
bit too
United.
much sauce today.
You know, I feel like I put in the work and
With
had a
his
tremendous
Dolce
camp, so I'm
sweatsuit
ready
on.
to go tomorrow and show everyone what I'm about for real.
Maybe Canelo
Nothing
gifted
gets
it
you
to him.
rattled, huh? Nothing. Do you ever get angry?
It's really rare.
Yeah, a brother, a sister, a cousin get you riled up? No?
No, not really.
All right.
They know not to mess with me.
That's true. And he can do his damage in the ring tomorrow
Yeah.
night. Good luck to you, Diego.
Appreciate it, Ty.
All right, back up to Joe.
Well, that should be an exciting super middleweight matchup. Of course, we are headed to the biggest one of all, Canelo Yildirim. But before that, we've got a banger with these heavyweights, 10 rounds of action. And this features from Virginia, Jerry Slugger Forrest. His opponent, Zhilei Big Bang Zhang out of China.
It's the
First up
Chinaman.
to the stage, Jerry Forrest of Newport News, Virginia.
The Chinaman. Versus the Negro boxer. I went there. I'm going to get canceled. I'm just joking. Just joking.
His opponent-
Just joking.
From Shenzhou, China, Zhilei Zhang.
Don't he
First
look
up
like
on
a
the scale
henchman?
is the slugger, Jerry Forrest. 26-4, 20 knockouts for the heavyweight. Comes in officially 236.
He looked like he would give Steven Seagal some trouble in 1992, meaning the Chinaman.
236.6.
But once Seagal grabbed his wrist, you know he
His
finished.
opponent from Shenzhou, China, 22-0 with 17 knockouts. Here is the Big Bang, Zhilei Zhang. $256.2.
Look at this
For
motherfucking
Zhang,
head.
256.2.
That's like an 8.2. What's bigger than an 8 in like a fitted hat? And his head is pointy at the top. Pause.
Jerry Slugger Forrest out of Newport News, Virginia. The American takes on the Chinese, Shenzhou, China's Zhilei Big Bang Zhang. Undefeated 22-0 record on the line tomorrow night in this heavyweight matchup brought to you by Matchroom with DeBella Entertainment.
8 3/8. That's a custom built, right? That's a custom built joint. You got to get that from Liz.
And we are moments away from Canelo Yildirim, our main event set to take the stage for tomorrow night's
Take an extra 2 weeks for delivery.
Middleweight world titles on the line, WBC, WBA, and Ring Magazine world title bout. Live on DAZN. Catch the action, DAZN.com, and get your subscription.
All right, hey,
Any of the action tomorrow night.
y'all need to grow up. Enough
As we now
joking
head down to
around.
Todd with Zhang.
Enough joking around.
Thank you, Joe. I am here with Zhang's interpreter, Kurt. I know you like to speak a little bit of English. What would you like to say?
Oh, he got a
to
hat
all your
right there.
fans watching right now.
想不想说两句英语给观众朋友们？
Okay, hello everybody. Thank you.
There you have it. There you have it. Nice job.
I'm intimidated.
Everyone loves your demeanor, loves the way you fight. Your last knockout was very impressive. What will we see from you tomorrow?
大家都喜欢你的上一场比赛，明天会看到什么样的表现？
应该比上一场还会更好吧，更精彩。
Should be a better one than last one.
Yeah, Jerry Force is one of your toughest fights, if not your toughest. He says he's coming to beat you. He's in the shape of his life. What kind of fight will this
Hey,
be?
punch quote.
你的对手
HR is going to have a talk with you.
你觉得这场比赛最后会是一个什么样的情形？
大话谁都会说，然后明天我们拭目以待。
Everybody talks, but let's see what happens tomorrow.
And we've asked you before what your dream fight is. You've told me, you've told a lot of people, but if you could please, to the audience watching right now, what is the Big Bang's big dream?
大家都在说你的梦想，有梦想是好事情啊！你跟大家说一说你的最后的梦想是什么？
我的梦想就是拿到世界头衔，这也是我那么多年我一个人来到美国，我的家人全部在中国，然后就我一个人来美国来追逐我的梦想。我的梦想就是拿到世界头衔，然后中间路很艰难，很困难，但是我会一直走下去。
My dream is to get the title. That's why I left my family in China and came here by myself. It's a difficult process, but I will take it.
I know you'd like to fight him in the Crow's Nest, I believe it's called, in Beijing one day. What do you have to do in order to get Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury, whoever the champion is, to respect you and to fight you?
你最后肯定谈到了在北京在鸟
You earned that, pal.
约书亚也好，泰森富利也好，你觉得需要怎么样的努力才能让他们注意到你？
多打高质量的比赛，和世界强者比赛，把自己提升到世界强者，然后和强者竞争。
I need to beat high-level opponents. I need to step up, major step up. So in order to be the best, I have to beat the best.
Okay, thank you. Xie xie.
Thank you, 谢谢。
All right, there he is, the Big Bang, everybody, and we're just moments away now from our main event weigh-ins, Canelo Álvarez and Avni Yildirim. Let's get you ready.
Okay, okay. I'm ready.
Pound for pound, the #1 fighter in the world. Canelo!
This is a champion in his prime.
I'm about to turn coat. I'm about to be Team Yildirim. Last minute, I see something in Canelo that Yildirim can exploit. I see something.
Canelo is just fundamentally too sound.
He fights the very best.
He's the #1 guy at 160 pounds, 168. He beat Sergey Kovalev at 175.
There's a world champion level, and then there is a superstar, pound-for-pound king level. And right now, that's Canelo Álvarez.
I'm telling you, I see something in Canelo that Yildirim. Listen, he brings a special type of speed and style. I'm telling you,
Sergio, we are just moments away from our two main events.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
You've been in big fights, Staples Center sold out.
My longtime viewers will tell you, hey, listen, if he say pick one person, then pick the other person.
I don't have to cut weight anymore, and it's time to fight.
Making weight is actually half the fight won. If you make the weight properly, you go into the fight confident, with confidence knowing that you're strong at your best ability. So this is the first part of the fight. Once this gets cleared, then it's all excitement.
No, I was in the doctor today. I had my eyesight checked. I just got the arthritis.
Did you ever were you able to read your opponent at all?
No. Everyone's a tough guy in the stare down. It's the weight that's the main thing. Once the weight is out of the way, then the confidence comes back, and then the easy part, it's fight time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. The time for Sergio talking is over. And for that, we all say thank you. But the man about to talk is the legend himself. Ladies and gentlemen, I turn it now over to the stage and Michael Buffer.
Oh, shit. They brought the real Buffer back, not the hologram?
Good afternoon and welcome to the official weigh-in announcement for tomorrow night's big main event at the legendary Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. And it's all brought to you by Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing and Canelo Promotions, with sponsorship provided by Hennessy Never Stop, Never Settle, Air Force Reserve, Bet Online, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, Tecate, Broxell, Value, and Orange Crush. The bout is sanctioned by the Florida State Athletic Commission. It's the main event, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC, WBA, and Ring Magazine Super-Middleweight Championship of the World. Let's bring out to the stage the two fighters, starting first
I don't have
with
that.
the mandatory challenger. He's a former WBC Silver International Lightweight and Super Middleweight Champion, and former WBC International Super Middleweight Champion.
Yo, this is a funny picture if you think about it. Mauricio Suleiman, Buffer, and Eddie Hearn with that
WBC
ridiculous, expensive
challenger, ranked number 1 in
sweatsuit.
the world by the WBC, the Turkish Wolf, Avni Yildirim. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, coming out to the stage. He has a professional record consisting of 57 fights, 54 victories, including 36 wins by knockout, with only 1 defeat and 2 draws. Undefeated for 6 years. He's a former 2-time light middleweight champion, former middleweight world champion, current light heavyweight world champion, the reigning and defending 2-time super middleweight champion of the world, damas y caballeros, de Jalisco, Guadalajara, Mexico, Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
Avni Yildirim is a live-ass dog. Canelo don't know what he's in for. The bookies, I've been hearing some shit.
First on to the
I'm lying, I ain't been hearing no shit.
Challenger.
But I'm saying, Avni Yildirim, that Turkish power.
Turkey. He's known as the Turkish Wolf, the mandatory WBC
that Turkish
challenger.
wolf power.
£167.6 pounds for the challenger, Avni Yildirim.
Chisel. Canelo is shaking in his boots. He never seen such a real strong, prime 168-pounder who took Anthony Dirrell to hell and back.
A 4-time world champion, the reigning and defending WBC, WBA, and Ring Magazine Super Middleweight Champion of the world, Canelo, Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
I'm hating on Canelo now, y'all. He looked dry and drained. He always, Yildirim, Canelo's a 175-pounder, boiling down to 168 to fight Yildirim. Canelo
The exact same weight, 167.6 pounds for the reigning and defending champion, recognized around the world by many as pound for pound the best in the world.
Canelo
the
need to
man
fight.
known by that one name, Canelo.
Canelo need to fight Bertabiev. And if he and you know he weighed in over 175, so he's really a cruiserweight trying to fight the smaller Yildirim. All right, I'm done trolling, guys. I'm done. I can't do it. Sometimes it's just not all the time to play around, you know?
The action all goes down at the legendary Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida tomorrow
can't
night.
do it.
A great card of boxing, and this main event will be the icing on the cake. As pound for pound world champion, reigning and defending super middleweight champion, Canelo Álvarez takes on the mandatory challenger of the Turkish Wolf, Avni Yildirim. Here they are, challenger and champion.
Yildirim should give him the crazy psycho eyes.
The challenger, a former three-time WBC champion.
The Turkish don't look away.
Champion.
Don't look away, Avni. He's scared of you, Avni. Y'all know I'm a little bit Turkish. A little bit of it in my blood. I found out from Ancestry.com.
Champion, the Turkish Wolf, Avni Yildirim, and Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
Turkish Wolf blood. I got some of that.
Well, Sergio, both of these fighters made weight relatively easily, or at least I can say that. What did you make of the physiques that we just saw?
I think they both look in excellent shape. Yildirim is actually a lot bigger, but after Callum Smith, no one's as big as that. I think Canelo looking silky in those pajamas.
Against Callum Smith, you thought that Canelo should go work that body.
I'm not fronting on my heritage.
I think
y'all already know I'm half black, half Irish, and half Mexican. But I checked the paperwork, and I got a little bit of Turkish wolf blood in me, too.
Marvin Hagler once said,
it's on the paper. I got the paperwork.
5 a.m. and do road work when you're wearing silk pajamas. Do we have anything to worry about with you?
No.
All right, so what did you make of that stare down with Mr. Yildirim up there?
No, la verdad es que es parte de, ¿no? Estamos listos para pelear y obviamente sé las capacidades, pero estamos listos para esto.
It's part of it. It's a fight that's coming up. We're ready and ready for this fight.
I asked you yesterday how you felt about all the pressure from your fans who were saying you have to be perfect in this fight, but you said what?
No, siempre quiero ser perfecto, siempre quiero hacer las cosas bien, arriba del cuadrilátero y esta no es la excepción.
I always want to be perfect. I always want to do things right inside the ring, and this isn't an exception.
Do you see this as a fight that you're going right after him from the beginning, or you're going to take your time a little bit like you did against Kovalev?
Siempre me gusta tomar mi tiempo, ¿no? Pero depende de lo que venga a hacer Yildirim. Sabemos que quiere venir a arrancarme la cabeza, pero bueno, trataremos de hacerlo mejor y obviamente trataré de anularle todo lo que viene a hacer.
I always try to be patient, but it depends on what Yildirim is going to do. He's going to try to rip my head off, so it's going to depend on what he's trying to do.
And how special is it for you to be fighting in the Miami Dolphins Stadium here in Miami?
Hey, like the video. Come on, we should be at 100 likes by now. I'll cut this damn stream off.
Y es un honor para mí estar en el estadio de los Dolphins.
I'm really happy to be here. I'm happy to bring boxing to a new city, and hopefully it's the first of many fights, and hopefully it can bring bigger fights here, and it's an honor to fight in the Dolphin Stadium.
All right, and finally, what's your message to your family and friends watching right now?
No, agradecido con todos el apoyo que me han brindado. Espero que disfruten de una gran pelea mañana.
I'm very grateful for all the support they've given me, and I hope they see a really good fight tomorrow.
All right, gracias. Thank you. Gracias. Canelo Álvarez, ladies and gentlemen. Sergio, come back in here for just a second. No one expects more out of Canelo than Canelo himself. Are you buying that, though? He's got to hear some of those voices that, hey, you can't just win this fight. You have got to look perfect.
But he said it himself. He looks for perfection, and that's the reason we're seeing that business-minded side of Canelo.
Here he comes right now, the challenger. Avni.
Y'all looking at in the new right there.
Made weight. You're fighting in the biggest fight of your life. How do you feel?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better. I'm ready for tomorrow. It's showtime, maybe. It's showtime.
Well, Turkey, we've seen some videos you've posted. Turkey is already celebrating as if you've won right now. Why is that country so passionate about you?
Because my country is proud of me. It's big honor for me. Big honor my country. Is big honor is my old fans.
So what will happen in Istanbul if you win on Saturday night? What will happen?
Everywhere is died. in Turkey, everywhere is died.
Biggest party in the country? Okay, what's your message to your friends and fans that believe in you and that think you're going to pull off the upset? What do you say to them?
Go ahead, Yildirim. Speak for our Turkish people.
Tomorrow, I'm waiting for everyone for the fight. It's tomorrow. It's big show time. It's my time. Follow me.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you,
Mr. Yildirim.
When he wins, we're going to celebrate.
To Canelo Alvarez's multiple world titles. There he goes. What chances do you give that guy right there?
Well, listen, every fighter sizes up an opponent. I look at him. He has a big shoulders, big head. You could tell he's confident. He has a deep voice, a demeanor. If he comes in shape and he's a rough fighter, he can make it ugly for anyone, even for Canelo Alvarez. So he needs to impose this size, this strength, and that's his style. So I can see it as a dirty fight, rough tactics, and if that happens, he gets his way. It's some problems for Canelo.
That Eubank fight was a bad stoppage.
Joel Diaz says, listen, this guy used to be nicknamed the Robot because he was just so straightforward. You knew exactly what he was going to do. He says he's changed his style and that he's a new fighter.
Prove me wrong.
It's hard to change a robot, but you can maybe reprogram him. But he's not going to be fleet-footed. He's not going to be fighting behind the jab and doing the things that have given Canelo issues like Mayweather and Lara and Trout, which is fighting with speed and distance. His power comes behind rough tactics, getting in there, using his head, using elbows, getting in there and getting rough. That's what he needs to do. If he can implement that game plan with a little bit of Joel Diaz strategy, then I could see him having success.
All right, so there you have it. From Sergio Mora, God's lips to your ears. It happens tomorrow night. Canelo Alvarez versus Avni
They ain't talked to Eddie.
Our broadcast starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on DAZN from beautiful Hard Rock Stadium. Will make history. It is the first ever boxing event held there. Of course, last year in that stadium, it was the site of Super Bowl 54. Sergio, how about the Big Bang versus Jerry Forrest, that heavyweight bout? A lot on the line for Zhilei Zhang.
Yeah, Jerry Forrest coming off a decision, a loss with Carlos Takam, but it was a really good fight. And coming off that confidence builder right there with Zhang, I think it could be a sleeper of a fight.
All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you right back here on DAZN tomorrow night. It is Canelo versus Yildirim for the WBC, WBA, and Ring Magazine Super-Middleweight Championship of the World.
I thought they was going to talk to Eddie. Well, you know, all weigh-ins are not going to be good. It's not going to be shit talking and all that. So I guess let's go ahead and talk about the card. You know I was trolling, right? I don't think that Avni Yildirim is going to be able to beat up Canelo. I don't see it happening. What a hell of a resume, though. Now, if you don't know, Avni Yildirim is not a mandatory right now, but a future mandatory. So Canelo is just pretty much getting him out of the way. Callum Smith at 168, no good vodka belly woman beater. Sergey Kovalev at 175. Danny Jacobs, we ain't seen him since. We don't know what's going on with him after that stinker with Gabriel Rosado. Rocky Fielding, you know, he was testing the waters at 168 pounds. The two Golovkin fights, in my opinion, it's 1-0-1. In my opinion, for Canelo. I had the first fight a draw and the second fight for Canelo. I don't remember giving the first fight to Golovkin. And by the way, I don't see Golovkin and Canelo ever happening again. If it does happen, I think it's safe to say that Canelo's not going back down to 160. He's done at 160. 168 is where he's going to campaign. 175, he's not, you know, he's not there. He doesn't want to be there. But it was good to see him up there. Let's go look at the rankings real quick. Let me go full screen here. So, of course, Canelo, WBC, WBA Super, Ring Magazine. By the way, my website, FightView360.com, we now have the rankings for Our rankings are updated monthly in accordance with the WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. And we now have the Ring Magazine rankings on the website updated monthly. So here's what Canelo wants to do. Canelo, if he defeats Avni Yildirim, which he's going to have a hard time. Avni Yildirim is going to be the toughest test of his career. And you heard it here first. By the way, take your time out. Please like the video. Help us out. Get us to 100. Do me a solid. So Canelo, he wants to unify and be an undisputed champion. I really believe that's really his full goal. Like, he wants to be undisputed by the end of this year. With Terrence Crawford doing it in the 4-belt era. With Terrence Crawford doing it. With Teofimo doing it. You know, you would think that somebody like Canelo, he wants to get it done. Jermell Charlo was close to getting it done. So with all of the accolades for Canelo, you know, to be undisputed, you can tell that's something that he wants to do. And I think that he's really going to go through with it. So, had to defeat Avni Yildirim in May. Fight Billy Joe Saunders. Highly looking forward to that fight. That's pretty much, you might as well say that's done. From you know, everywhere we're hearing it's done. And then Caleb Plant. Now, the problem I have with Caleb Plant, IBF 168-pound champion, is this. It's like between him, David Benavidez, and Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo can fight at 168. He's already been flirting with it. There was a contract in place if Canelo was to join PBC for him to fight Canelo at 166. The point I'm trying to make is Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, and Jamal Charlo, and even this weekend, you have Anthony Dirrell and Keyshawn Davis fighting in a WBC eliminator. All these guys want to get Canelo but don't want to fight each other. That pisses me off. So, and now that Caleb Plant knows what Canelo's trying to do, he has no reason to fight David Benavidez. He has no reason to fight Anthony Dirrell or anybody of note because he just beat his mandatory. So it looks like to me that Caleb Plant's going to just wait out his shot. Can you really blame him? But it's kind of fucked up, right? Now, David Benavidez and Anthony Dirrell, they're vying to try to be a mandatory for Canelo, or they're not going to be chosen, I don't think. But vying to be a mandatory, because why would Canelo, if Canelo defeats Yildirim, if he defeats Billy Joe Saunders, why would he fight David Benavidez and not fight Caleb Plant? We can collect another title. You see what I'm saying? So that's an issue I'm having with it. And if you look at 168, it's pretty top heavy. I mean, if you look at look at the names, you know, I just mentioned all of the big players in the division outside of Danny Jacobs. And if Canelo or Demetrius Andrade moves up, Demetrius Andrade has already been flirting with moving up to 168. Yeah, he's staying to fight Liam Williams, but I wouldn't be surprised if he moves to 168. And Canelo, Golovkin may be moving to 168. What does he have down there to do at 160 pounds? And then Royota Murata, he can be moving to 168. Once again, I don't see Saúl Canelo Álvarez, not even for Errol Spence, coming down to 160 pounds ever again. I don't see it. I think there's more of a chance of him going to 168. 175 again before he goes there. But just my opinion, of course, just my opinion. You know, hold on, I was looking up something real quick. I don't like Billy Joe Saunders at 168. I like the 160 Billy Joe Saunders, you know. He's going to have to do a lot of moving if he's going to have a chance against Canelo, meaning Billy Joe Saunders. He's going to have to do a lot of moving. And can he do it? 12 rounds. So there you have it. I mean, what more is it to talk about outside of that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little break, and later on tonight I'm going to be covering the Joseph Parker Jr. 5 fight that starts at 1:30 Eastern on DAZN. Also, I'm going to be doing another stream to wrap up this Teofimo Lopez drama, and then we're going to just move on from there. So I'm going to be getting up out of here. It's nice talking to you guys. Please take your time out, like the video, subscribe. Yes, we are almost here. I hope you like my new setup. We're down to doing videos and streams every day now. You know, so my life has calmed down over the last, few months. Went to the doctor today. Found out that I got the arthritis. 37 years old and I got the arthritis. Man. Anyway, I'm T Street Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.